Gambling. This is actually the first time that I've gone live. Usually I do slots and different things at the casino when I make my adventures up there to the WinStar Resort and the border next door. But sometimes I can't make it up there. And so this time I actually decided that the scratchers that I do here in Texas, they don't have any casinos. And so sometimes I just like to do little scratchers in between. And I thought I would share my winnings with y'all that I get. I've actually had some pretty good luck lately. And I just wanted to post my stuff out there. Some of y'all like scratchers. Maybe you live in a state as well that doesn't have any casinos. And so scratchers are the only way that maybe you can fix that itch. And so I thought I'd share it with y'all. I do appreciate it. I know it's a last minute thing. I just thought, I'm going to start recording my scratchers whenever I get them, and hopefully y'all will enjoy. I do low limit. I don't do a lot of the most of the things I'll do is $1 to $5, just because sometimes you lose too many and you don't want to get in a habit of digging too low on the scratchers. So today I do have a couple fives that I got because I actually won pretty good recently, and I got some threes, fives, and then I had $2 extra. So I just grabbed some ones, and we're gonna figure it out that way. But anyway, let's see here. Once the stream's over, this is kind of a test run. I just wanted to see how this would work for y'all. But I know with these, if you get the nines, let's see here if you can read this one. Reveal 3 matching symbols on any one row, column diagonal. You win that. If you get 3 nines, you get triple the prize. So I think if I remember right, the odds on this, you can win 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 30, 50, 100, 150, 3, or 500, which are pretty big for $1. So most likely, most of these are gonna be like $1 to $5. But we'll see how this works. So what I like to do is I do 1 all the way across. So no line straight. And then we go across. And if this isn't, it's a loser. So that one looks like it's a loser. No threes on that one. It's only $1. Not that big of a deal. Also, let me know where you're coming from. I live here in Texas. I do enjoy playing the smaller tickets because the other day I won $40 on a $2, which was pretty awesome. This one's probably a loser as well. Yeah, doesn't look like I have any diagonals on that one. Loser. How's everybody's day going? Actually, me and the wife today, when she gets off work, we're going to be headed up to the WinStar Resort and Casino. We're going to have a night together, have a nice meal, and play some slots. Got some free play. So I'll be taking some recordings when we do that. But again, here in Texas, they don't have any casinos that I know of, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I like to do small limits. I'll put like $50 a week back. I'll do a couple scratchers here and there. And some of the winnings that I get, I just reinvest. This whole week, I started with $10 on Sunday, and I got up to over $60 in winnings. So all of this was $42. And I'm going to see if I can smack any, maybe break even. We'll see. All right. Hold on a second. This is the first time that I've done the live stream on here. So I'm just trying to figure out some of the stuff as well. Here we go. I wanted to make sure. Okay, there we go. All right. So at this game, you can win, let's see, 30x, which is massive. I don't know if it will get that, but we will try. You can win 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. Looks like all the way up to about 322,000 and 60,000. So the other day I actually won $30. I hit a $15, and then down here was a ×2. So that was a pretty good win. But we'll see. So let's see how we do this. Not sure if y'all have played this game before, but here in Texas, it's a pretty solid offering. I enjoy it. Nice and simple. So we got an E. Got some E's in here. All right. E and S. Here's an S. Also, this tool is one of my favorite tools. Sorry. Ooh. Losing my there we go. It was starting to crap out on me there. All right, E and S. Let's get on this bad boy. So you got E. Let's see. You got S, S, E, E. And let me know if in the chat if I miss one, please let me know because I don't want to miss anything on here. That would be the absolute worst. I don't want to do it. All right, let's see what they offer next. J and X. Well, that X looks like a crapper. Let's see. And J, we got down here. Any J's through here? Not seeing it, so that's a crapshoot line. Nothing there. B and P. B and P. Oh, there's a B. There is a P. All right. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything else on there. I think I may have missed. All right, here we go. Moving on. A and W. Looks like A is a good one. Want to get them vowels. A and W. Nerve going. A. There's W at the bottom. Get a D, that'd be a nice quick win. We'll see what's happening there. Let's see here. M and Z. No M's, and Z is another one of those. If you don't need it on most of them, but sometimes you do. Kind of a crapshoot line. All right, O. There's going. There's only one O. That's lame. All right, G. There's a G here. Oh, two G's on this one. That could be helpful. Michelle, 9900. Thank you for saying hello. How are you today? I am doing all right. Just trying to see if I could win anything. Having a little time off today. Took the day off, and tomorrow me and the wifey are going to head up to the casino later. Get a free room. And we are going to test our luck on a couple slots. William, how are you today? All right, so there's G. Let's do the next, and then there's O. Let's see if there's any O's in there. I'm not seeing any O's. Let's see. N and F. Oh, there's refuge. There's N. I think that's it on that one. Not sure if there's anything else. All right, let's see. Not looking great so far. I could use that D. That would be real nice. Oh, there's L. L or Q. Oh, there's a Q. You don't use that one every time. We do have it in this one. What's up, TF? How are you? There we go. Thank you for the 4 likes. I appreciate it. Again, this is my first time going live. I've taken videos if you've watched at the casino, but it's hard to go live because at WinStar it gets very, very loud. And so a lot of times I just post my wins. So if I win something like a Firelink or whatnot, I'll post that up for y'all. But sometimes I've tried to take videos if I go early and it's quiet, but it doesn't always work out. So I just try to take the wins, which I'm actually up for the year, which is really nice. All right, and the last one is C and R. Oh, I missed an A over here earlier. How did I do that? Silly me. All right, C and R. Yeah, this one doesn't look like it's a winner. I could miss something. Let me know, y'all, if you see one that I missed, but I don't see anything that I'm missing. There's R. They always get you real close, you know? C and R. Didn't miss anything. No V's, no T's. Ugh. Looks like it's a loser. Wonk wonk. I don't think I got anything on that one. In. I think I'm missing it. Well, sometimes, so one thing that I have learned is if you check the bottom here, if these two multipliers match up, that usually means that you won something. Because if they do match, whatever the multiplier is, it'll do on the winning prize. But since they don't match and I don't see anything, it's probably a loser. So we'll just let that one go. Let's move on to the next one. Thank you for the 5th like. I appreciate it. Also, if there's any way I could do this a little better, please let me know. It's the first time I'm going live on here, so I'm trying to figure out all of the different angles and how to do it with my phone and whatnot. So, and if the audio is good, I don't have a mic set up, but I'm pretty close to my phone. All right, so we got a U. There's U in reduce. Looking for an I. There's I in raisin. U, I. Here's a U. In usage, here's an I in rip. I think that's all the U's and the I's. Something like that. All right, let's look on the next one. H and A. A is always helpful. A in raisin. Whoop. So got some fodder over here. Here we go. A. 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 That's nice. Nothing else. No H's on there. That's a loser letter. All right, we got Q and we've got F. Oh, those are looking like a Q and F. Nothing on there. Oh, there's F at the end on Fez. Almost missed that one. All right, here we go. K and Y. Oh, let's see. There's one on Paddock. Let's see. 8 likes. Wow. Appreciate it, y'all. K and Y. Here's one in week. Not seeing any Y's, though, so that's a trash number. Let's see. M and J. MJ. Oh, here's an M on small. And I'm not seeing any J's, though. J is a trash number. All right. W and R. Here's an R. R. Here's an R here. Here's an R here. Okay. If y'all don't have one of these tools and y'all do scratchers, I'm telling you, the cramp that you get from using like one of these bad boys, man, it's real. I'm not a fan of it at all. All right, W's down here on week. If we get an E, that would be an instant winning line, so that would be awesome. So we need a P, we need an E. Looks like some S's would be nice. All right, let's move on to the next one. T and Z. Well, we got T and start. We need an S there to continue. T here. All right, and then there's Z on Fez, so an E would be nice. That'd be 2 winning prizes. I have yet to win one of these with 2 winners, but we shall see. T, make sure I didn't miss any. Nope. All right, we got 4 more. D and O. Well, there's 3 right there in a row. Nice little. There we go. D. D. Uh-oh. I don't like it when we get down to the last one. I'm not a big fan of that. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. L and N. Looks like it's another loser card, y'all. L and N. Yeah, I needed the E's. The E's was what I needed. I think that is a loser card. Let's check that multiplier to make sure that we didn't screw up something. Yeah. So that is another loser card. Get that one out of the way. All right. Card number 3. So we've done the two $1 cards were losers, and the first 2 of the $3 cards were losers. Technically, I think it's 1 out of 4.39 cards technically should be a winner. So if I got 5 cards, it'd be nice to get at least one. And anything over $10 to $20, I would love. I've only done the 2x multiplier, but it would be nice to get something bigger. So let's do the next line here. We got T and J. I know, Jessica, I am trying. I really want to win something. I only spent $42, but it was all from winnings. All winnings. I did not have to spend any of my own money because it's all been from cards. On Sunday, I bought 2 tickets and ended up winning over $30 off 2 tickets. So I was very lucky. And I just have been winning enough to stay in the game. So I'm just testing my luck, trying to see if there can be anything else. You never know. Benita, how are you today? Also, let me know where y'all are from. I live here in Arlington, Texas. Been here a couple of years now, about 10 years. And they don't have casinos here, so I have to go up to WinStar across the border. And I can't always make it. It's about an hour, hour and a half drive, depending on the weather. So no J's there. I'm not seeing any more T's. All right, moving on. Let's see. So the scratchers I like to do in between trips. San Antonio. Oh, you're right down the road. It's only a couple hours away. I've been to, where's that? I went to SeaWorld down there back when I was a kiddo. Went with my uncle and my mom. That was a good time. Let's see. R and L. Doop, 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 doop. All right, beauty. Oh, am I even trying? I'm trying here. I'm not seeing anything else. All right, here we go. F and Y. Here we go. F, Y. Here's Y again. All right, moving on to the next one. We got O and C. O, O, O. Oh, there's a C at the bottom. I didn't miss any there, did I? No, I didn't. All right. S and M. We got Frost up here on the top. We got S here. S here. Got an M here. That's real nice. All right, next line. G and E. Well, we got a G here. We got an E here. Oh, a D would be nice, right? E, E. We are getting in that danger zone. E. And I think that's it on the bottom. All right, moving on to the next one. N and D, or N and B, my bad. Here's B. N. Let's see. N and B. Here's in mines. About. I think that's. Oh, I missed M on mines. They'll let me know if I miss them. It's got to be right there. All right, here we go. Thank you, Harmony. I just noticed it. Your comment just came through. I missed it. You were right on the money. Sometimes when you're looking at them all, and I'm also making sure that the screen's good on the camera, I'm throwing myself off here. What can I say? I'm trying, though. Let's see. W and Q. Those look like some loser numbers right there. All right, y'all. We need something big. We need an I, an A, a D, a P, something. If not, this is a loser ticket, too. Oh, we got an A and an X. Looks like we got a winning number, y'all. So we know that we'll get at least $3 back. I'm hoping that's not the case. It'd be nice to get at least 10 or more, but, you know, you can't be too greedy, I guess, with these scratchers. But if somebody's going to win it, I would like to be that person, if you know what I mean. The most I've ever won on a scratch ticket was in Washington State. It was a $5, and I won $500. It was 100x. Yes, we did it. Great. All right, let's see what the prize is. Actually, let's see if we multiply it first. Let's do that. There's a 5. If we negative 5, then it's 5x. Oh, it's 30. That's even the best. All right, let's see what this prize is. Here we go. $5. It's better than the 3, right? It's the second one. It is better than a 3. So let me scratch the bottom here real quick. I believe it's down here. Yes, it is. Look at that. I know my cards usually. So that is a winning ticket. The first $5 back. Cha-ching. All right. A little taste of tea over here. All right. So that is our first winning ticket. We've got 2 more $3 tickets. So $42 is what was spent. We got $5 back. So we need 37 more to break even. We need a big one. Hopefully one of these is a $10 or $20. That would be super helpful. All right, let's do this again. Maybe we'll get another winner. Let's see. F and M. Yeah, buddy. No, you're right. $5. I'll take it. And this is all winnage, so there's nothing come out of my pocket. I don't like to play cards more than $5 just because you can really go down a rabbit hole. But if I'm up big, sometimes I'll get a $10 one, like maybe one. But, all right. M. Let's see, F and M any more than bad boys. Looks like that's it right there. You think you're on this other one? Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Do you think I'm going to win? You know, I always have hopes. Like, I always try to think like, hey, like, wish it into existence, right? Top prize on this bad boy is $30,000. Or $60,000, my bad. 60,000 is the top prize. And I looked on the Texas lottery website and they said that it says that there are 4 more out of 6 of them. There are 4 more top prizes available. All right, Meteor. And we got an E here. We got an H. We got E. We got E. And I think that's it. Oh, another H right here. Almost missed it. All right, looking good. Moving on, next line. Let's see. Oh, Q. Sometimes you need it for that one word, but not this time. Not this time here. All right, T. T. I think that's all there. Oof. Oh my gosh. P and B. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, there's a P right there. Game 7. Oh, I did forget an M. You the man. Or, here we go. Anka Marastoka, 4557. You're right. I did forget an M. Thank you so much. You have my back. Really appreciate it. I don't want to throw. I always scan the cards, even if I lose or I think I lost, because there have been a couple times where I've won and didn't even realize it. So never throw away a card without scanning it. Plus, these 3x cash, if you're a loser, you can actually scan it in, and you're entered for a $100 drawing at the end of the game. And I think right now I've got like, I don't know, 10 or 15 of these bad boys that I've lost and won. So anyways, let's see here. P and B. P, B. Oh man, that whole line is nothing there. It's a wasted line. Not a fan of wasted lines. Let's see. Y and D. Oh, there's a D. Y and D. All right, nothing there. Yeah, let's see. What's crazy though is I tend to get lucky for the most part. I don't know. Like I said, I stick to the game 2D. Oh, random. You're right. There we go. Appreciate it. You got it. And there's the O. Here we go. O and meteor. O and random. O and row. Yeah. O and chord. I think we're good on that one. I think that's all of those. All right, next line. W and U. We need an R for this meteor or an L. All right, let's see. W. There's one in here. And U and argue. Vern Edward, how are you today? Thank you for the comment, sir. Appreciate y'all. If you like scratchers more than slots, let me know. Or if you prefer slots, what is your favorite? I tend to stick to Firelink games, but I've been getting lucky on some random ones lately. Let's see, W and U. Make sure I didn't miss anything there. W, U. I think that's all. All right, next line. N and V. N and V. This one doesn't look like it's shaping up to be a winner at the moment. It's not giving us a lot of numbers. All right, guys, last chance. There we go. S and L. Oh, we've got a winner. We've got a winner on Mile. Oh, baby. Cha-ching. I want to get a sound graphic. I need to get like one of those little buttons on Amazon. That would be nice, huh? There's an S. I don't know if it's possible to win two rows on this game. I've only ever gotten one. Sometimes if you get one, it'll show you that you can get multiple, but I never actually hit it. Interesting. I think they try to get you in there. Let's see, S. There's an L up here, but we're not going to get the A. All right. Well, we missed the A, the R. All of that's there, but the C. All right, we got a winner. Winning card number 2. Let's see the multiplier. Oh yeah, scratch offs. Yeah, I like scratch offs. You have a chance to win massive, but I always keep it reasonable. I never get scratchers if I don't have the funds. Never spend actual bill money. I only spend extra that I have. All right, let's see what this multiplier. Let's see if we can get anything awesome. Let's see, 2x. Oh yeah, look at that. So whatever this prize is, it's going to be double the prize. This could be good. Last time I got $15 times 2, it was $30. It could be the same, but worst case scenario, let's see, there's not a $6, which means the minimum I can win is $10. How about them apples? Since it's a $3 ticket, a 2x would be $6. That's not an option. So the minimum is a $10 win. Let's see what this prize is. Dude, yeah, if I got the R, oh, that would have been amazing. I would have gotten so many good ones. All right, here we go. Minimum is a $10 win. Let's see if we can get more. Oh, there it is. $10 winner. Chicken dinner. That is a winner. Let's scratch off this code at the bottom. So we are now at $15. $15 so far. 2x times 5. So we've got 6 cards. Actually, no, we had 5. And 2 of them were winners. So technically, we are beating the odds on the $3 30x cash winner. How about them apples? So we spent 42. We've already got 15 back, so almost 50%. Let's keep going. Maybe we can get another one. Beat the odds. Here we go. O and X. O and X. Here's an O. Thank you for the 11 likes. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoy Scratchers, Low Limit, and you enjoy some slot play, occasionally I'll record some craps. You can check in on me now and then. I try to post as much as I can, but sometimes when I run out of content, I just can't post. So I was posting some stuff there every day, but I haven't been back to WinStar in almost a month because I just have been busy and paid off some stuff that the wife and I were trying to do. Haven't had the time. And so I've just been doing scratchers, and I was like, you know what? Instead of doing them in my car on lunch break, why don't I just do them before work in the mornings? Technically, I'm off today, so I'm doing it now. Any bees out there? Did I miss one? Oh, Bale. Look at that. I and B. All right, I think I got everything. I did. All right, next line. I keep scooting over to the right. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, T and U. T and U. Oh, we got a T over here. All right. I'm not seeing. Oh, there's a U. I missed pouch right here. All right. T and U. All right, looks like that's it on that one. Let's. Y and L. We got a Y here. We got an L here. Oh, we need an A. That would be an instant win, wouldn't it? Look at that. I, Y, and L. I think that's it. All right. C and D. C as in crunch. C as in celery. Shock. And no, oh, ski. There is a D right there. Game 3L. Oh, you're right. In celery. Good looking. I appreciate it. I would have missed that. I always try to look it over a second time, but sometimes I miss it. Q and N. Q and N. Oh, I missed C and crunch as well. Look at that. I missed that one too. All right. Q. Not seeing any Q's out there. Ermina Love. Hello, how are you? Thank you for tuning in for my first live ever. Jasmine, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Got the C. Oh, ice. Game C 6 and 10. Uh-oh. You're right. Oh my gosh. That was two of them. Oh my gosh. C and pouch. Yeah, you got it right here. Got it. I don't see any Q's though. I think that's a wasted one. I think that's wasted. All right, let's see here. Oh, V and G. Let's see. V and G. Oh no, those look like losers. A whole line with not even 1 ounce of love. All right, we need an A or an E. Excuse me. N in game 2. Oh, you're right. There we go. Appreciate it. R and F. Uh-oh, it's looking like one of those where it's leading us up to a win, and then it's just going to crap out on us. Because, look, I have an E here and an E, which would be 2 different games. Oh, my gosh. R and F. G and wage. You're right. Boom. There it is. Thank you, Anka and Ermina, and make sure I'm pronouncing that. Anka Marastoka. I'm trying my best. All right. R. I think I got all the R's, and I don't see any F's. All right, y'all. Moment of truth. We need an A or an E. A or an E. Otherwise, this is a loser. or an H, but we did not get that either. I think this is Ank is your name. All right, Ank. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see, K. Looks like a loser card, y'all. We did not win. And then Eris. Yeah, we missed it by just one or two. We had two lines that just did not give us any love. Yeah, it's a loser game right there. 3X, and those don't match, which means it's probably a loser. All right, so that's a losing card. So the $1, we didn't get anything. But on the 3X, we got 5 cards, and we won $15. So we spent 15 and got 15 back. So we broke even on the 3X game. Not a bad thing. All right. Now we've got the big boys. We've got $5 this is the finale. $5 So we spent 42. Let's see if we can get some back. We got 15 back. We need to make $27 off of $5 tickets. I think if we get at least one, we'll do pretty good. But I'd like to at least break even. But my hope is let's get a big one. Let's get a big one, y'all. This one's got a $200,000 top prize. If I will retire and move to the Caribbean if I win $200,000. Not really, but it sounds good. So bonus play, you get $25, $50, or $100 if you match the two symbols. And the 50x cash, if you get the money bag, you win the prize instantly. And then you can win either 10, 20, or 50x if you get that symbol with your scratch. So I saved the bonuses for last just because I like to hype it up a little bit, if you know what I mean. All right, here we go. Let's see what the winning numbers are. We've got 15, 46, 55, 31, and 32. Let's see if we can match in these numbers. We've got, was that 20 chances? 4 times 5? Yep. Here we go. 20 chances and then bonuses. Maybe we could hit this top $100. I would be ecstatic. All right, here we go. 47, 29, 38, 3, 35, 42. Ooh, all right. I thought I had it for a minute. I read the 4 and the 32. It threw me off my game. All right, here we go. 48, 28, 41, 54. All right, we got half the ticket here. Let's see. 23, 1, 45, 8, 37, 55, 39, 7, 22, and 40. So none of those were winning numbers on the first ticket. Let's see what the bonus holds, because the bonus could be. So we didn't win 25. We didn't win. Wait, did I get 55? Oh my gosh. 55? I did get it right here. Look at that. See, y'all are coming in clutch. Oh my gosh. Saving the day on my first live stream. Silly me. Right here. We did win this one. Oh my gosh. There is a win. Here we go. So, $100. Oh, I thought it looked like it for a minute. I thought that was a $100 bill there. All right, let's see what we won on 55, y'all. Let's see what the grand prize. The minimum that we can win is $5 back, but it looks like 10, 15, 25, 50, and then a little bit more. So let's hope for a 50. If it's not the grand prize, let's get a Big Daddy. Come on. Oh, that's all right. We got our money back. Money back. I'll take it. It's better than a loser, right? I'd rather break even than nothing at all. So a $5 win on our first $5 win in there. Boop. Ticket number 2. Ticket number 2. Let's see what the winning numbers are. Oh, a little higher. 54. 7. 38. 36. And 47. Lucky numbers. All right, that way y'all can see them. We got 20 chances. Maybe we'll hit something a little bit bigger this time. 20 chances. All right, we got 30. 13. 44. 28. 1. 51. 21. 57. 58. 46. 56. 24. 15. 37. 34. Getting down to the wire here. 17. 6. 41. 29. And 42. Now, that time I was trying to pay a little bit more attention, but I'm not seeing a winner on the actual pay table. But we could win on the bonus spot. So any 2 matching symbols for $25? No. $50? No. And $100? No. That is a loser ticket. Ticket number 2. Loser. Number 3. Here we go. Let's see here. 57. 54. 27. 46. And 12. Let's look for those numbers. 5 numbers. Here we go. 20 chances to win. All right, here we go. 26. 41. 48. 59, 9. So row 1 is nothing happening there. 16, 29, 15, 17, 39. No winners on row 2. Oh boy. 13, 11, 51, 32, 8, 36, 30, 44, 28, and 6. So no winning numbers on the inside. Let's see if we can win $25 Insta. Nope. 50 Insta. Nope. And the $100. No. Ticket number 2 on the 5 is a loser. Now again, I get to submit. I do get to submit the loser tickets into another pool to win a $100 chance on all losing tickets. So I upload those for a second chance to win $100 on the 3X. I think it's either 250 or 500 on the 50X. It's a little bit more, but the 3X ones are $100. All right, y'all, we got two more attempts, and that's all I got. Let's see here. Let's see what these winning numbers are. Come on, baby, don't make me beg. All right, 56, 28, 30, 31, and 45. Here we go. One thing I do want to see is one of those bonus symbols. Get the bag, a 10, a 20, or 50X is really what we're looking for. If we see a symbol, that's the best case scenario, because then we don't got to worry about the numbers. All right, here we go. Salad fingers. Whew. We need another winner on those next two. We're trying to not break. We're trying to win. All right, we got 18, 52, 1, 14, 27, 35, 2, 6, 15, 39. First two are loser lines. 57. Well, we need a symbol. 53, 58, 16, 23, 43, 26, 11, 29, and 3. Another card. No winning numbers or bonuses. All right, let's see if we won the... Nope. No 25. No 50. And no 100. Another loser ticket. So far, 1 out of 5 has been a $5 back. Not the best on a $5 card, but that's part of Scratchers. That's why I like to do the big ones, because sometimes you can go on a bad run. But let's see on this last card if we can win something big. What did I say we needed? We had what was it? 10, 15, $20. So we need $22 to break even. Right now we're down $22 on the scratchers. Let's see our numbers. This is the finale on the last card, y'all. Thank you for showing up today. Again, this was my first one live. I wanted to test it with scratchers before I did anything like at a casino. They're a little more, they have more stipulations at WinStar and stuff, especially when it's busy. It's really hard. So I wanted to test it with the scratchers. Let's see. 59, 47, 24, 37, and 29. Fingers crossed. Let's get one on here. Let's end it on a good note. Come on. Fingers crossed. Give me all the good luck. We're going to need it. 20 chances. 19 left. Here we go. 31. 38. 57. 35. All right, 15 chances. We need a winner. 40. 53. 17. 42. 28. 21. 58. 36. We're down to the wire, y'all. 26. 54. All right, last 5 chances, the bonuses. 46. 44. What's Pro Snipes? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in today. Appreciate it. This is the final card. Right now, we spent 42 on the couple that we got. We're up $20. So we need a big win here, or we're down half the budget. Bam. So out of 5 tickets, there was only one $5 out of 5. So that's only a 20% return unless we win a bonus. $25? Oh, dude, they look the same, didn't they? That's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen. All right, 50? Nope. And the drum roll? No. So the tally out of all the tickets, we had 3 winning tickets. The 2 $1 ones were duds. These 9s, trash can. And then we had 5 of the 30X. 2 of them were winners. 2 were winners. And we got a $10 winner and a $5 winner. And then with the 50X, we had 5 cards. All of these were duds. And we had 1 winner for money back, which was the least exciting. But I'll take a 50% return over a total loss. So again, I only put in $8 on my first, on Sunday. I did $8. I got 4 tickets, 2 were losers, and I won like $40 on it. And I've just been up and down all week. So I got $20 back. Not a bad dealio. But that is it, y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Again, I'll be at WinStar tonight, tomorrow. Hopefully get a couple games in there. If you haven't liked or subscribed, it really helps. I started about a year ago, and I've got over 1,000. I'm not one of the people that go out there and do every day. I'm just a small-time guy that just likes to play now and then, and I post what I can, but I really appreciate it. And I will be sure to post more. Any winnings I get, I'll be posting from WinStar over the next week or so. Usually I just record shorts. But anytime I do my scratchers here over the next each week as I get them, I'll try to do them. Sometimes they might be in live streaming form. Other times I might leave a couple just for a short, and then I'll link these live streams as the video if you missed it, and we'll go from there. So running total as of right now for the week is we're still up $20, and we started with $8. So I've gone all the way from 8 to 62 down to 20. Those 5X cards really hurt because we only got $5 back out of the 25. So I was hoping for maybe a $20 or $30 win on that. It did not happen, but that's part of scratching a ticket. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Todd, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate all the likes for the first time streaming. And again, if you want to see more content, please subscribe, share it out if you can. And I will see y'all soon. Have a blessed day, y'all.